It started with a single photo, blurry, taken from a distance, but powerful enough to send the internet into chaos. In that picture, Yaman wasn't on a film set. He wasn't posing for a magazine. He wasn't in one of his usual dramatic roles. He was simply walking, hand in hand with a mysterious woman. No caption, no tags, no explanations. But that was all it took. Within hours, the image went viral. Who is she? Fans asked. Is Ken in love again? For years, the Turkish actor had kept his private life sealed tight, especially after his painful past relationships that made headlines from Istanbul to Rome. But this time, the look in his eyes said something different, something real. According to several Italian media outlets, the photo was taken in a quiet street near Trastevere, in Rome, the same city where Ken has built his second home, away from the noise of fame. Sources say the woman has been seen with him more than once, but always far from the cameras. A close friend of Kim reportedly told a magazine, "He's happy. That's all I can say. It's not about fame or publicity, it's personal." That single quote ignited an entire firestorm of speculation. Was this new woman the reason Ken had recently been so absent from public events? Was she the one behind the calmness in his latest interviews, the softness in his smile that fans noticed during his charity appearances? Many tried to deny it, claiming it was just a friend, a coincidence, or even a PR stunt. But those who know can best insist otherwise. For weeks, he's been quieter online. His posts are fewer, his tone softer, and there's a new light in his eyes. The kind of light that doesn't come from fame, but from affection. What's most surprising is that this time, Ken hasn't denied anything. No public statements. No clarifications. No defensive messages. Just silence, and that silence, in the world of celebrity gossip, says everything. Fans began revisiting his old interviews, searching for hidden clues. And in one of them, from early this year, Ken had said something that suddenly took on a whole new meaning: when you truly love, you don't need to announce it. You just live it. Now, it seems he meant every word. The world may be shocked, but for those who have followed Ken's journey, from heartbreaks to reinvention, this moment feels different. More private. More honest. And maybe, just maybe, the beginning of the one story he never wanted the cameras to tell. As soon as the photo spread, the internet became a battlefield of theories. Some fans claimed the woman was an actress from a recent Netflix production, others were convinced she was a journalist who had interviewed him months ago. But one detail caught everyone's attention: her bracelet. In the viral photo, she wore a thin silver bracelet with a crescent moon charm. The same design Ken had once mentioned in an old interview, when asked about his idea of love. The moon, he'd said with a shy smile, because it's beautiful even when it's not seen by everyone. That small connection was enough to make social media explode. People started comparing outfits, matching jewelry, even analyzing the timing of Ken's trips to Italy. Each clue led to more speculation. But behind all the rumors, one truth seemed clear: Yaman wasn't hiding, he was protecting. Friends close to him described him as peaceful, centered, and different. He had become more selective with public appearances, spending more time away from the spotlight and focusing on his work with charities and new projects in Rome. A source from a film crew he recently worked with revealed, he smiled more. He was calm, focused, but when his phone rang and he saw a certain name, his whole expression changed. You could see it in his eyes, something personal was happening. For fans who have followed Ken through the highs and lows of his career, this was a new side of him. Not the fiery actor always making headlines, but a man who seemed to be rediscovering balance, maybe through love. Italian paparazzi tried to uncover the identity of the woman, but she managed to stay one step ahead. No public accounts, no interviews, not even her full name confirmed. The mystery only fueled the story further. One Italian outlet went as far as calling her La Donna Invisible, the invisible woman, the one who conquered Ken's heart without ever stepping into the limelight. Meanwhile, fans noticed that Ken's recent captions had taken a softer tone. Gone were the motivational or professional lines, replaced by words like peace, truth, freedom. And one recent post stood out more than the others, a photo of a sunset, captioned with a simple line, "Sometimes, happiness doesn't want to be seen. It just wants to be felt." That post alone gathered hundreds of thousands of comments in a single day. Because everyone knew, it wasn't just about the sunset. Something deep inside Yaman had changed. And for the first time in years, it looked like his heart truly belonged to someone, even if the world didn't know her name. For years, Yaman had been associated with intensity, both in his career and in his private life. His relationships were always passionate, but also explosive. From public breakups to media storms, love for Can had always seemed to come with chaos. But this time, something was different. According to friends in his close circle, this relationship felt calmer, almost healing. No drama, no leaks, no public statements. Just quiet understanding, something that Can had longed for after years of headlines and heartache. In a recent behind-the-scenes moment captured by a fan during a commercial shoot in Milan, Can was seen laughing, truly laughing, in a way his followers hadn't witnessed in a long time. One crew member told a magazine, "He's lighter. You can tell. It's like he left his armor somewhere and decided to just be himself again." And perhaps, that's what love did for him this time, not the kind that burns, but the kind that heals. People who've worked with him over the past few months noticed small changes. He spends more time reading, walks alone by the river when filming ends, avoids the nightlife, and keeps his phone close but always smiles when it rings. There's a softness in his eyes, the same eyes that once seemed tired of being watched, judged, and misunderstood. Fans couldn't help but connect the dots with his emotional interviews from the past. In one, he had confessed, "The hardest part of fame is losing the right to love quietly." And now, it seems that's exactly what he's reclaimed, the right to love in silence. His friends say he's been talking more about the future, even about slowing down his hectic schedule. He has reportedly turned down multiple television offers to focus on a project that means something personal. Some Italian media outlets have hinted that the mysterious woman might not be from the entertainment world at all, that she's someone completely outside the industry, which could explain why their bond feels different. One insider revealed, she's not impressed by his fame. She treats him like a man, not a star. That's what Can needed, to be seen, not admired. It's the kind of statement that sent fans into emotional overdrive. Because behind all the glitter and perfection, Yaman had always been searching for one thing, to be understood. And maybe, for the first time in years, he finally is. But of course, in the world of fame and speculation, no secret stays untouched forever. And as whispers grew louder, a shocking clue appeared online, one that might finally reveal the woman the world can't stop talking about. It happened late one night, when fans least expected it. Yaman shared an Instagram story, simple, almost poetic. A cup of coffee, a book, and a woman's hand resting gently on the table beside his. No tags. No words. Just a small white heart emoji. Within minutes, the internet exploded. Was this the first glimpse of the woman who stole his heart? Fans zoomed in on the image, analyzing every detail, the jewelry, the nail polish, the ring, even the book title. One thing stood out, the book. It was a copy of The Little Prince, the same book Can had once called the story that taught me what real love means. And that, for many, was confirmation enough. No gossip headline, no interview, no rumor could have said it better. That single image told the story of a man who, after years of heartbreak and chaos, had finally found something real. A journalist from La Repubblica wrote, "Maybe the mystery woman isn't the point. Maybe the point is that Yaman looks happy again, truly, quietly happy." And indeed, happiness looked good on him. Gone was the restless intensity of the past. Gone were the cryptic posts about pain, regret, and betrayal. Instead, there was a new calm, the kind that comes when you stop chasing and simply start feeling. Sources say that Can has been spending more time in Rome lately, not just for work, but for someone special. One insider revealed, he's been seen at small cafes, walking without security, holding hands, smiling. It's not about hiding, it's about protecting what he values. For years, fans had begged to see him truly loved again, to see the man behind the fame, the one who could laugh, trust, and open his heart without fear. And now, it seems that moment has finally arrived. Even Demet Özdemir's fans, once divided by old rumors and rivalries, have shown surprising warmth. Many commented under his latest posts, "If she makes you happy, we're happy too." Because in the end, that's what people have always wanted for him, peace. Ken once said in an old interview, "The person who truly loves you doesn't appear when you're perfect. They arrive when you're tired, and stay." Maybe that's exactly what happened. After years of chaos, of battles with fame, of emotional exhaustion, someone stayed. And now, even though the world is still guessing, one truth remains: Yaman's heart is no longer free, and for once, that's exactly how he wants it to be.